Technical difficulties? Okay. Can we hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. Again, it's Live with Kristy Wednesday. Werewolf Wednesday, Wicked Wednesday, whatever kind of Wednesday you are having. I'm having a great Wednesday. So, thank you for coming on in. Hello. Who do we got? Hello, David. I've got my chat a little bit different this time. I think we've got Instagram on here now. So, my chat... the messages are a little bit bigger, so which is nice. Hello, David. Hello, JB. Hello, Ryan. How are you? Hello, Dean. How are you doing? Hello, the Empty Crypt. How are you? Captain Spaulding. Hello, hello. Oh, Tattoo Friday. Yeah, there you go. I need to get a tattoo. I haven't gotten a tattoo since, I don't know, 2016, I think. Hey, Zombie Momsen, how are you? You on break? Hello, Elaine. Ultra 7 Dave, hello. And hello, Jeff. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming on in. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a good little show. I have a lot to talk about. Is Instagram coming in? It's not coming in? Instagram people, y'all aren't coming in. We thought we fixed it. Hold on, y'all. Just give us 2 seconds. YouTube. Hey, there's Noah. Hello. YouTube is on. I don't know. All of it should be on. And Facebook is on. We had just set the little new link, and now, of course, there's always technical difficulties. I'm sorry, Instagram. We're still trying to figure Instagram out, I guess. It's really weird. The system that we use, like, it automatically, like, you can do YouTube, Facebook, and X. But, like, with Instagram, it says you have to do this whole other link for the Instagram stuff, and we thought we did it. You want to come on in here and mess with it? I'll talk to everybody while you mess with it. I mean, look, this camera? Okay. I'm going to look at this camera. All right. So we are going to be talking about several movies. Philip's going to fix the link so I can talk to everybody on Instagram too. Sorry about this. But the podcast movie this week is Founders Day. Had to drive an hour to a movie theater to go watch that, to review it. It's only, 1 or 2 movie theaters in all of Las Vegas that were playing Founders Day. So Founders Day is the main movie we're talking about, and then I'm going to talk about Project Dorothy. That's a new movie with Danielle Harris. Well, kind of with Danielle Harris. Uses her voice. Shredder. Shredder is an old movie that I never knew nothing about, and it's on Tubi. And there wasn't a whole lot of new stuff that I was really interested in, so I thought, I'll review Shredder. I seen everybody post about it because they just put it on Tubi, so I was like, oh, I'll review that. That was fun. And guess who is our Tubi original this week? So I generally liked all 4 movies before I start talking about them. You know, they had their flaws, but I liked them too. A little, I don't know. I'm still indecisive actually about one movie. It's just strange. I'm very indecisive if I like it or not. So I don't know, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to talk about the Halloween Expo that's here in Las Vegas right now. It was here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We went yesterday. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. But before I get started with the movies, I want to read something to y'all. This is a little feel-good story I have for you guys, a little positivity. It may make you cry a little bit. I don't know. It makes me tear up a little bit. But it's something that we did as Nightmare Toys, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. I just thought y'all would like to hear this story. So I want to share that really quick with you guys before I talk about the movies. So, in December, is everybody, I can't see anybody's messages. Are you messing with everybody's stuff? In December, we had gotten a letter from a teacher from a middle school in Spokane, Washington. Her name is Jan Shoemaker, and she wrote us, Nightmare Toys, and I'd like to read it to you. Oh, I'm going to cry. Can everybody see my... Okay, before I start tearing up, let me see everybody's... No Instagram? God, we can't get the Instagram on there. Oh, it's driving us crazy. I'm so sorry, Instagram. We're trying to figure it out. Hello, Bloodscribe Creations. Hello, Trico. Hello, CryptTube Incorporated. I can't say that. Hello. Okay, so can I talk into this camera now? We good? Okay, so anyway, so I've got this really nice letter from this teacher in Spokane, Washington. And anyway, I like to read it to y'all. My name is Jan Shoemaker. I teach 6th graders at a Title I or low-income school. So many of my students come from some very difficult situations. These situations tend to put them into I can't mindsets. I encourage, still many have hard times believing in themselves. Towards the end of the last school year, I began rewarding good work and good behavior with points to earn prizes. It was working very nicely, and my kiddos were beginning to realize that they can do. I really want to keep rewarding this year, but it was getting spendy last year. I am hoping that Nightmare Toys can help me out with some prizes. Your Hocus Pocus Funko Pops would surely be big hits within my students. I would be extremely grateful for any donations that you can make. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, Jan Schumacher. So we had gotten that letter in December. I'm sorry. And we did send them, obviously, some Funko Pops, Hocus Pocus Funko Pops, and some stickers and stuff. So, we sent them a nice care package. And then today, well, I don't know when this came in. It might have came in yesterday or a couple days before. But I just got the mail today. And I had another letter from Miss Jan Schumacher from Spokane Public Schools. It's Glover Middle School in Washington. I had another letter. And this one was letters and notes from all of her students saying thank you. Now, how sweet is that? I'd like to read a few of these. So, dear Kristy, Nightmare Toys, thank you for the Funko Pops. Sincerely, I'm not sure what that name is, but dear Kristy at Nightmare Toys, thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops and stickers. I'm a big fan of Hocus Pocus, so I love that you sent us the stickers and the Funko Pops. Sincerely, Peyton. Dear Kristy, thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops and stickers. I can't wait to buy these. Sincerely, Michaela. Thank you for the Funko Pops and stickers. They are so cute. They will help me with my PBIS points. Sincerely, Cadence. Dear Kristy, Nightmare Toys, thank you for the toys and the stickers. I'm trying to get as much bobbleheads as I can, and you're helping me. Sincerely, Joseph. Thank you, Kristy at Nightmare Toys, for the Funko Pops and stickers. I love Hocus Pocus, and I love the movie. I'm so excited. Thank you for the Hocus Pocus merch. Points mean positive behavior in school. So they decided to tell me that PBIS points means positive behavior in school. Sincerely, Gabriel. Dear Kristy at Nightmare Toys, thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops and stickers. I really thank you for your amazing deed to donate to us. Always love it when something is given to us. Sincerely, Mark. I hope I'm getting the names right. Dear Nightmare Toys, thank you for the Funko Pops and stickers. They look pretty cool, and I hope to get one soon. Sincerely, Gus. Thank you for the I'm not sure what that word is, I'm sorry. Thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops, and I can't wait to have them. Sincerely, Tavia. Kristy at Nightmare Toys, thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops. And I have a lot of Funko Pops from Micah. Thank you for the Hocus Pocus Pops and stickers. They look awesome. Sincerely, Liam. Thank you for the Funko Pops and stickers. Hocus Pocus was one of my favorite films, so I'll buy one of them. Buy one of the Funko Pops. Sincerely, Brian. Thank you for the Funko Pops. They look super cool, and I'm excited to get one. Sincerely, Zoe. Thank you so much. I love Hocus Pocus, and I love them, and I will do good in school for the points to buy them. So thank you, from Elijah. Dear Kristy at Nightmare Toys, thank you for the stickers. PBIS will help. Sincerely, I'm not sure what that name is. I'm so sorry. Oh, this was a cute one. This one I chuckled at. Thank you for the Funko Pops and stickers. I don't really like stickers or Funko Pops, but my brother does, so I might buy them. It's so cute. That is sincerely Willie. Thank you for the Hocus Pocus Funko Pops and stickers. Hocus Pocus is great. PBIS helps us as students. So sincerely, Sierra. Thank you, Kristy at Nightmare Toys, for the Funko Pops. I love them because they are cute figures and I like to play with them. Sincerely, and this person put Gizmo. It says Gizmo. And there we go. There. So there's all the fun little letters from the kids from the 6th grade. So you are so welcome to the 6th grade class of Jan Shoemaker in Washington. Really love the letters. Very sweet. So I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys, about that little good deed, a little positivity to start your day, and a little tear. Okay. I'm good. Okay. I'm sorry, what are y'all saying? Oh. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry. I just had to read all that. I just wanted to share that. Oh, isn't that awesome? Oh, thank you, guys. I like Willie's. I know, right? Yeah, I just wanted... I love the kids, and, it's helping out. He is a Mogwai. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Happy to share that with y'all. So, okay. Anyway, let's talk some scary movies now. All right. So I got Founders Day pulled up on my IMDb. I am not going to, I won't, thank you, y'all. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jerome. The Elderly in, okay. Yes, I have watched When Evil Lurks. That was very good. We did review that one. Thank you, Zombie Momsen. I appreciate that. So on Founders Day, that is our main movie. That's the movie we're doing for the podcast. You can watch the podcast on Friday. And me and Brian are talking about Founders Day. I won't talk about it too much, though. I don't want to spoil it because I don't think many people have watched it yet. It should be streaming sometime soon so everybody can watch it. But I feel like, with what I know, I feel like if I talk about it too much, it's going to give away too much of the story and give away the ending. And of course, I don't want to do that for anybody. Because it is one of those, it's one of those movies like a whodunit, and you think you might have figured it out, but then the end gives you this whole other twist, and you're like, So it's one of those things. And it gets a little complex at the end, too, with the reveal, the big reveal. But again, Founders Day is just another kind of a slasher movie, just like Thanksgiving. It's the same kind of protocol and everything. Like I said, it's kind of a whodunit. It's evolved around a small town, and in a few days, it's going to be their election for mayor. And of course, you've got this killer running around killing people. And that's pretty much it. And he looks like a judge, the killer, which I do like. I like the killer. It's something different, just like we have gotten with John Carver. And I'm only kind of comparing the movies just because I know everybody's kind of already watched Thanksgiving. And they're very similar, but this one has an even more twist ending. I do believe I liked Thanksgiving better. and I did have more fun with Thanksgiving. I will say that. And this one's just, evolved around politics and what people will do to win office. Right? That's pretty much what this is about. But it does start off with a group of kids. You've got these two girls. They are together. And, they go take a walk. And then all of a sudden, that's when you see the killer for the first time. I'm not really sure what they called the killer. I'm just going to call him a judge because that's what he looks like. He's got this creepy face and then like the white ponytail wig that they used to wear a long time ago, the robe. And his main weapon, now he uses several different things for his kills, but his main weapon is very cool. I really liked this idea. It's a mallet, and it's the judge's mallet, but at the end of it, a switchblade comes out. That's cool. And he did use that a few times, and I liked that. That was very creative. But yeah, at the beginning of the movie, you got the two girls, they go for a little walk, and all of a sudden the killer appears, and takes one of the girls and kills her. And then basically the whole rest of the movie, they're just trying to figure out who it is and what's happening. You get some funny moments in there, I think. Brian didn't really think so, but I do, just because of the way the characters and some of the people are acting are kind of over exaggerated. And what I mean by that is like all the people that, like all the adults, especially the ones that are in the election and part of the election and part of the mayor. The mayor already is a female, but there is a male, the father of the daughter that was killed at the beginning of the movie. He is running for mayor as well, and they fight and bicker, and it's kind of over exaggerated because it's just like regular politics that we see on the news and on TV all the time, right? So that's a little exaggerated, and I thought there were some funny moments with that, and maybe the kills being creative and maybe a little bit humor to them. I mean, you had a little bit humor to some of the kills in Thanksgiving as well, So, so you kind of get that, and it's the same formula, like Thanksgiving and like the Scream movie, same type of formula for a slasher movie. And yeah, I don't want to give away too much more. I can't really tell much more of the story. I thought I had it figured out, and who it was, and I was right at times. But like I said, right at the very end, it's just boom, and you're like, oh, okay, now it's all making sense. Things are making sense. Yeah, I don't want to give that away. But there is one actor in there, William Russ. He is one of the main actors, and he plays one of the teachers at the school. And I didn't watch Boy Meets World that much, but I know a lot of y'all are that age group that did watch that TV show, and I know he was in that. But I didn't really know any of the other actors or actresses, but everybody did good. I didn't have any problems with anybody's act or anything. I liked everybody. Everybody was likable. Like I said, just because it's about politics, it's just a little over-exaggerated with some stuff. But it's supposed to be, whatever. It's supposed to be silly. I did think that the story needed a little bit more to it, or it just wasn't explaining some stuff. Like, it kind of was a little hard to follow at times until you kind of got to the reveal at the end. Then it kind of explained itself some. But as you're watching it, I was just kind of like, kind of a thing. So, if I have to rate it, I know I gave Thanksgiving like an 8.5. I really, really enjoyed that one. I really had a little more fun with that one, but I didn't dislike Founders Day. I'd have to give it maybe a 6.5. I think I would buy it. I would definitely buy it for my collection. So yeah, Founders Day is not streaming. I had to go to the movie theater. I went to the movie theater to go watch it, but it should be streaming sometime soon. I don't know where it's going to stream, but yeah, I went to the movies. If it's still playing at your movie theater, it was fun to watch on the big screen, but you want to save your money, just wait until it streams. But it was decent. I have a feeling. Let me go back to y'all's messages here. I have a feeling, though, with Trick or Treat Studios doing the Thanksgiving John Carver mask, I wonder if they'll do this mask for this movie. I don't know if this movie will be as big. You know, it's more of an independent film. So, I don't know. But Trick or Treat has done independent movie stuff before. So, it'd be cool because it was kind of creepy. It'd be fun. Let's see. Hello, Mike. How are you? Okay, well, give your mom a big hug for me if you can, Elaine. I hope she's feeling better. Yes, I like that too. So, Trico, you made a good point. I'm reading your comment here. Founders Day has a nice homage to 80s slasher movies with some clever surprises. Yeah, I totally agree. I think it had an homage to 80s and 90s. I think it was a bit mixture. But yeah, I do like the concept of doing it on national holidays too. I mean, it's just another holiday movie. You know, I know some of us don't like politics or anything like that. I don't like politics. But this movie was pretty cool. And some of the things that happened to some of the people in it. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm caught up on the messages. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'll just wait until Founders Day is streaming, unless you can find it at a theater. I know it's not playing at very many theaters right now. The theater that we had to go to, it had a whole bunch of showtimes at first, and then they cut them halfway down. So it's a shame, because it is kind of fun to watch on the big screen, but what can you do, right? Okay. Excuse me. So I do suggest Founders Day, especially if you like slasher movies. Okay, so next movie I want to talk about, this one, it's Project Dorothy. This is the Danielle Harris movie. Let me pull it up real quick. Project Dorothy. Where are you? There we go. Okay. So Project Dorothy, I actually rented on Amazon for $5.99. I will say this, save your money. Watch this for free. And this is the movie, it's a sci-fi thriller. And I guess it's a little bit horror too, but it's more sci-fi thriller. And Danielle Harris, her voice is in it. So she is not necessarily in this movie as herself. It's just her voice. She plays an AI voice. Basically, this movie is set around two characters. But this is the movie that I was saying earlier that I'm so indecisive if I like it or not. It's like I kind of liked it. I was kind of entertained. But I feel like I shouldn't like it and that I shouldn't have been entertained. But for whatever weird reason, I was. Brian said he watched it too and he was not entertained. But I was. The forklifts come alive. So it had a little feel to me of Chopping Mall and Event Horizon. That was the feel to me a little bit with this movie. So this movie is about, like I said, it evolves around two characters. Their names are, I wrote it down, James and Blake. They're two robbers that are running away from the robbery, getting away from the cops, and they need to just find somewhere to like chill out. One of the guys are shot. So they need to go find somewhere to take refuge, and they come across this huge abandoned scientific facility. So it is abandoned. And so they go in, and, you know, it's really cool on the inside, all this contraptions and all these things. It's massive. And basically, it's only an hour and 18 minutes long. So it's not a very long movie. Founders Day was like an hour and 45 minutes long, and I do think it could have been shut down just a little bit. Like, it probably could have been an hour and a half. Anywho's, Project Dorothy is an hour and 18 minutes, and a lot of, all of it is in this scientific abandoned building, and it's just with them two. And then all of a sudden, Dorothy comes on, and Dorothy is the AI of the entire warehouse, the entire building. And the only thing I was confused about was time frames in this movie, because they do end up finding some videos of when the scientific laboratory building, whatever, was in operation. They find the video telling them what's going on, and kind of telling them about Dorothy and all that, and that she's going haywire now and starting to kill everybody. So they get that video, and I think it was in the 80s that had happened, because they pick up they talk about 80s computers, but then everything kind of looks now, and then 90s. I don't know. I was very confused by the time frames, because when they showed it when it was a working scientific laboratory, then later on it said many years later. That's all it said. So I was like, okay. But they talked about 80s computers and 90s computers in this and everything. But they did say that the scientific laboratory had opened in like the 40s. But they had started using this AI, and her name is Dorothy, to control the scientific laboratory. But things went a little crazy, went haywire, and she killed everybody. And now this building is abandoned, and these two robbers come across this building. They go in to take refuge, and now all of a sudden Dorothy is woken up, and she's controlling the entire building and the forklifts. Brian cannot get over the forklifts. I love the forklifts. So the forklifts are the equivalent to the killbots in Chopping Mall. How she's controlling those, I'm not sure. I can understand her controlling all the computers and all the rest of the stuff in the entire building, but the forklifts are like a separate thing, but she's controlling the forklifts. And so it's the forklifts that are chasing after them and trying to kill them. She's using those to try to kill them. I know right now y'all are like, what? And I was weirdly entertained by forklifts. I don't think I'm ever going to look at them the same again. And there's a moment in there where it's supposed to be like a freaky, scary moment with the forklifts. There's about 4 of them. And they're just there. And they're looking at them. The 2 guys are looking at them like, oh my God, they're staring at us. It's like they're looking at us, kind of a thing. And yeah, they are. And then they all start moving towards them. And the way it's shot, it's like it's supposed to be this big moment. And then lights come on. And then all of a sudden they stop. And the guys are freaking out. And then the forklifts go, all 4 go up. And the way, like I said, the way it's shot, it's like the forklifts are having their moment in the movie, you know? It's so funny. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? But I mean, that's basically what's going on through the whole hour and 18 minutes. And Dorothy, Danielle Harris, is very sassy and very smart-assy with what she has to say to the guys. But what they had done, they had a stolen computer, and she now knows about the internet. That's why I'm so confused on the time frames with this movie. But anyway, so she's like, "Oh, I need the computer so I can get on the internet and like wreak havoc towards the whole world," is what she's wanting from them. But of course, they're not going to give it to her. And so she's got the forklifts chasing them down and trying to kill them so she can get this computer and take over this computer so she can take over the internet and take us all. But of course, at the end, it doesn't happen. And yeah. It's so weird. I love Danielle Harris, but oh my God. Y'all. In the movie Daylight, oh yeah. No one has anything to say about the forklifts? Where's everybody at? Y'all don't have anything to say about Project Dorothy? They're not spoonless. Oh my God, how funny. So yeah, I mean, that's basically what the movie is about for a whole hour and 18 minutes. Like I said, I rented it on Amazon for $5.99. Just wait until it is streaming for free to watch this one. I don't know what to rate it because, like I said, I kind of was entertained. But, like, Brian was like, yeah, no, that was stupid. So I feel like I should be like, yeah, that was not good. But I was strangely entertained. I don't know. So I don't know what to rate that one. You watch it. You tell me what you think of it. I don't know. Whatever. And I only watched it because Danielle Harris, right? But then, like, the whole Dorothy AI thing is like just this big red face on this big screen that's in the warehouse. It's really kind of strange. But yeah. Okay. Malicious. No, I don't know. Have I seen Malicious? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I'm going to need some movies to watch for next week, y'all. We aren't going to do the podcast next week, so we don't have a movie picked out for next week. We're going to Creep Icon next weekend, so we're just going to be kind of busy with that. And Brian's going to be busy with that and everything, so we're not doing the podcast, so we're not going to have a main movie. Hello, Sin66 the Pug. How are you? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's still with me. I know I was talking about Project Dorothy, and y'all are probably like, what the hell is she talking about with forklifts? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Shredder. That was fun. Have you? I posted about it, and I've seen a lot of y'all said y'all watched it. I didn't know nothing about it. The time frame on this, every time I look everything up, it's like anywhere from 2001, I think, is like when the movie was actually made, like 2000, 2001, but it didn't really get released on video until 2003. But I never seen it. I had never heard of it or seen it. So when everybody started posting about it, and it is on Tubi, so this one you can watch right now for free, I had to go watch it. You know I did, because it's a slasher. And then it's, you know, a slasher of snowboarders. Someone's killing snowboarders. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And and it was extremely cheesy. There was some cringy stuff going on in this movie, but I was entertained by it, though. I wouldn't mind having this in my collection. I think I put it on my Amazon wish list. So basically, the movie starts off really quick. Like, it shows a snowboarder and a skier. Skier's behind the snowboarder going down the hill. It's showing all that while they're giving you the credits and all that at the beginning. And then all of a sudden, boom, the snowboarder's head gets decapitated. And then the title card pops up, Shredder. So it starts off pretty good. You get a decapitation in the woods, on the snow, on a snow slope. But it's about a group of kids. You've got Kimberly is the main chick, her boyfriend and her friends. They head to an abandoned ski resort, and they pick up a guy along the way. They stop at like a gas station or whatever, and they pick up a guy along the way, and he comes with them as well. He's a foreign guy, and I say that just because later on in the movie they get kind of suspicious of him. So it's kind of like who is doing it kind of a thing again, you know. But Kimberly's dad is in the middle of buying this ski resort. So that's why they went to the abandoned ski resort. So Project Dorothy, we had an abandoned scientific laboratory warehouse, and this one we have an abandoned ski resort. What was it called? Rocky Summit Ski Resort is what it's called. I didn't really know any of the actors or actresses in this movie except for one of the main characters. He plays Cole. His name is Scott Winger, I think is how you say his last name. He was on Roseanne. Or not Roseanne, I'm sorry. Full House. Not Roseanne. Full House. He played the boyfriend And then he's also on Fuller House too, obviously. But he played Steve, the boyfriend. I knew him, but I didn't really know anybody else in the movie. But yeah, it's basically a whodunit. You find out the backstory of what happened at the ski resort earlier in past years. A girl was killed on the slopes, and so that story's going around. So this is more, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's more of it's a revenge slasher. It's still kind of a whodunit, but it's a revenge slasher. So you're thinking, the revenge of the little girl kind of a thing. And the skiers don't like the snowboarders at all. But that's basically what the movie's about. I mean, it's pretty, cut and dry. You get a little bit of a twist at the end about who did it. It kind of, well, since this movie's been out, I'll go ahead and say there's more than one, which I kind of was getting throughout the movie on who it was going to be, but there is more than one person involved in the killing. I have to say this, a lot of the dialogue was pretty cringy in this. All the girls in this are horny as hell. Like, they're really slutty in this movie. Like, okay. Some interesting moments. You got to see a pair of boobs. Nothing too impressive. Sounds like the original Prom Night. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, now that you said that and I sit here and think about it. Yeah, JB, it's kind of like that premise a little bit. The original Prom Night. You're right. I didn't even think about that until you said that. But yeah, it's like that a lot. A moment in there that I really enjoyed as far as a kill goes. The killer, again, like, they don't like snowboarders, they're skiers. So he took the skier pole, his pole, and one of the guys within the group of friends is filming everything throughout the whole movie. He's like the comedic guy in the group, and he's filming everything. So he always has a camera. So I liked his kill because the skier pole went straight through the camera, straight through his eye, kind of a thing. I like the eyeball stuff. And that was pretty interesting. And a lot of blood came out, which I was like, I don't know if that much blood would come out, but maybe. So that was probably my favorite kill in the movie. And yeah, I wrote down the ending is insane. LOL. I laughed at the ending. So yeah, pretty good ending. It's only an hour and 25 minutes long, so it's not too long, not too bad. I liked it. It's fun to watch in wintertime. A nice, fun winter slasher movie. So I do highly suggest it if you like that sort of thing like I do. And it is on Tubi, so it's free. Don't have to pay any money. All right. Next movie is the Tubi original. I got to do my Tubi originals. I know there's another one they just put on there too, but I think it's more of like a crime thriller, and I'll probably watch and talk about that one next week. This one is called Guess Who? Guess who the killer is? Guess who? This one's about an hour and 33 minutes long. Now this movie, I liked this movie for a Tubi original. It wasn't too bad. It caught my interest with the premise of it because it was something completely different, and it is set around Christmas time. So it didn't come out at Christmas time; it just came out on Tubi. But it is set at Christmas time. Founders Day had like pumpkins and stuff, so it was very fall, obviously, because elections are usually in November. So that was a very fall, Halloween-y type movie. It just had like fall decorations. You can just tell by the atmosphere and stuff. And there was some jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. So that's more of a fall movie. Guess Who is a Christmas movie, and it evolves around a real thing that I did not know of or I never heard of, and that is called mummering. And you're like, what? Mummering? I never heard of that, but it is a real thing. It's an actual Christmas tradition that the Netherlands had years and years and years ago. And I think it was like a couple other countries too that did this tradition at Christmas time. So the movie is evolved around that, which I thought was very interesting and creative because I've never heard of it before, and it's something different to add to a story. Mummering, what that is, it's not supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be like Halloween, but it is kind of like Halloween in a way. So for the 12 days up to Christmas, it's very strange, and I understand why they banned this, but I think I read that some places are still kind of honoring this tradition, but it's very weird. So what it is that everybody dresses up, and you dress up in something where you're not going to be recognized. Like you don't know who is in the outfit. In this movie, it's also taken place in a trailer park as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. Christmas time in a trailer park. That was different. But everybody kind of made up their costume in this. So I don't know if that's part of the tradition to kind of make your own costume, but that's what everybody was doing in this movie. So people were using doilies and lampshades and blankets and all kinds of stuff just to cover themselves. So, and this is a real thing, y'all. This actually happened. So they will dress up, and then you go house to house, and you're invited in the house, not knowing who these people are. And in the movie, they say a riddle, and you have to guess the riddle. And then if you get it right, they'll reveal who they are. If they don't, you have to guess who they are. Now, when I read about mummering, there's a lot more to it than that. For the real tradition, but in the movie, that's just basically what they did. They just go house to house, and you say a riddle, and they have to guess the riddle. That's kind of why the movie's called Guess Who. So there's that. So keep that in mind. That's what this whole movie is evolved around, is mummering night. And they are called mummers. And so you get this couple. They are going back to the boyfriend's town for a mummer night. The girlfriend had never done it before. Like I said, he's from the trailer park kind of a thing, and she is rich. She has a rich father. She comes from money. And that is important to know that because of what you find out later on in the movie. So they go to her boyfriend's town, and it's mummer night and all that kind of stuff is happening and everything. And, people are kind of messing with her a little bit. And some people are being really mean. And like one guy was messing with her and stole her necklace off of her and ran away and stuff like that. Because everybody's dressed up so no one knows who anybody is, kind of a thing. It's very strange. I'm like, that's a real thing, So I understand why they banned that because, I'm not letting anybody in my house. I don't know who the hell you are, and especially if you're dressed up like that. So you kind of think as you're going through the movie, you're kind of thinking that there's going to be some sort of killer, and there is. Now there is a killer going around killing people in the trailer park on mummer night. But there's a twist to this whole movie. I'm not going to say what it is, but there is a whole twist to this whole movie. And the movie takes a flip. And you find out what the girlfriend's boyfriend and his family motives really are. And they have motives for her. And I thought that was very interesting. I was like, oh, okay. So you're thinking it's one type of movie, maybe like a slasher type of thing, but it totally turns into something else. And I thought that was very interesting. I don't want to say what it is because I want y'all to go watch the movie, but I actually thought this was pretty decent for a Tubi original. I give it at least a 6, and normally I give Tubi originals a 5, but I liked it. I was pretty entertained and interested in this whole mummering thing and all that. And then, like I said, it starts to take a little twist in the middle of the movie. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So you're really interested in what's happening now, because you thought you knew what the whole thing was going to be about. So I thought that was pretty good. So I highly suggest that. Oh, you're hoping to get the NECA ghost face. I think that was exclusive to somebody, the Takes Manhattan ghost face figure. I think that was exclusive to somebody. Because I don't think we were able to order it yet. Kind of a thing. I'm not sure. But I'm going to talk about some ghost face stuff, though, Elaine. So stay tuned. All right. Well, no one's saying anything, so I guess no one likes these movies. That's all I could find to watch, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm going to watch and review next week. I really don't. There's just not a lot of things interesting out at the moment. But I did kind of like all these movies. So guess who is the Tubi original Founders Day? It's at the movie theater. Just wait for it to be streaming. Project Dorothy, I rented on Amazon. Wait for it to be streaming. And then Shredder is on Tubi. So, and everybody's been getting snow and stuff lately, so Shredder would be a fun one to watch right now. It's so cheesy, though. Oh, my God, some of the dialogue, I'm just like, oh, my God, who wrote that? Anywho's. All right. So, next weekend, we are going to Creep IE-Con. I'm hoping to see everybody there. We will have a booth, obviously. I do have a new 8x10 from my 2023 Halloween photo shoot that I will have at Creep IE-Con. I got a whole new stack of my new stickers. You know, the sexy sticker with all the icons around me on the couch, the fan art. I have a whole bunch of those stickers. So, make sure you come see me at the Nightmare Toys booth, and we can come get a picture and autograph and talk about some toys and talk about what's going on and just have a good old time. I cannot wait. I can't wait to be at a con again. I'm very excited. Oh yeah, the New York City Comic Con. See, so this is what happens, Brian. So whenever they do all these exclusive things like that, you know, we can't order it right now, obviously. But I will get an email, I guarantee you, here in another month or so, and I'll be able to order it. That's usually what happens. Oh, hey, Mike. I think they're talking about the NECA Ghostface figures, not the Fright Rag stuff. Yeah. Speaking of Ghostface, let's talk about Ghostface, y'all. So, yesterday I went to the Halloween Expo here in Las Vegas. It is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We've been going to this since 2018. It used to be in New Orleans, and this is where we go and make our big orders, especially with Fun World Ghostface Scream items. And I did post some pictures and stuff on my Instagram. We did not have our video, guys, so there's no huge video like we always do. It won't be on YouTube. I'm so sorry that we did not do that. Apparently we should have, because everywhere we went, everybody's like, where's your video guy? Where's your video guy? I'm like, fuck. Well, it's just me this year. I did a live video at the Trick or Treat Studios booth. It is on our Instagram, so I did do that. But Fun World, though, we had an appointment with them first thing, and we got a huge order in again. I went crazy. So it's funny. I told Philip and I told everybody, okay, so this year I think we're just going to order a whole bunch of the masks. That just seems what anybody wants anyway. You know, the classic, the 45th anniversary, the age, you know, all the masks. What did I say? 24th? 25th. Did I? What the hell am I talking about? I don't know. Anywho's the anniversary, all that stuff. All the masks do really well. And I was like, well, we'll just order all the masks and order a couple of the robes, and that's it. Yeah, I ordered a whole lot more than that. I ordered pretty much everything that they had again. But a lot of new stuff. There were some new items that they didn't have last year. There were some drawstring bags, but I feel like we ordered the drawstring bags last year, but I don't think we ended up getting them, though. But I feel like we ordered those last year. But drawstring bags, and I ordered all of the masks. I ended up ordering all of the costumes. They had new costumes. They had sexy Ghostface costumes for women. They had some new costumes for kids, which was exciting because now they have baby costumes and they have toddler costumes. They didn't have that before. They just had child size, but it was like, you know, bigger bigger kids. So now we've got little tiny costumes for everybody. I did order this time around some brand new pet costumes for your dogs and cats or whoever. And it's Ghostface ones. They're so cute. One of them, it's a ghost face riding on the back of your dog. Oh my God, it's so cute. And then the others are like little scarves and stuff you can put around your dogs and everything. I like the assortment of scarves and things. So I ordered some pet stuff. Some gravestones. Shoot, I can't remember everything. There was some glassware that they had that was really cool. That was Ghostface. Shoot. I can't remember everything, but it's a lot of stuff I ordered. So hopefully by the time we get any of that, we will start putting all this stuff back on the website at that time, maybe. We'll just have to see what's going on. I don't know. Because they don't really start shipping until like June, July. So it's not going to be like anytime soon that we'll get any of that. It's going to be a little later in the year. That's just how things are. Santa ghost face. I posted that. Everybody seems to like the Santa ghost face. That was really cool. I liked that idea. I was like, oh, they got on it before anybody did an Art the Clown Santa Claus. Right? They had some buckets, some little pumpkin pail buckets that were really cute. I thought I ordered those. And then I ordered a few other little Halloween items here and there, just some extra stuff from Fun World. And then Trick or Treat Studios. I posted a whole bunch of photos from that and the video, and I know everybody's posting about Trick or Treat Studios. It is the most popular booth at this expo, and they're doing some really cool stuff. They've got the Phantasm, Ghostbusters, Lost Boys. But the Lost Boys they had showed last year, so I guess it's now coming out this year. They had some new figures, but there was some stuff that wasn't there. They forgot to bring some stuff that was new. So there's some stuff that was not there. Let's see, what else was there? The Kiss masks, those were cool. I'm really excited about the Phantasm because there's nothing really Phantasm out there, and we're gonna get the Sphere, and we're gonna get the Tall Man mask and the Dwarf masks. So that's really cool. I thought. What else was there? I can't remember right now. Oh, the Jason Goes to Hell mask. The John Carver masks. It looks like they're going to start doing just some hockey masks. Rehaulers will love those. There was a new Freddy. Sloth from Goonies. There's some really cool stuff that's coming out from Trick or Treat Studios, and we'll order all of that. So don't worry. All that will be ordered. Let's see. Yeah, the Sphere. I don't know how much everything is because we see wholesale prices and stuff. But yeah, the Sphere was pretty cool. Oh, you wish they'd buck up and make an Ultimate 2003. That would be cool. I agree with that. There needs to be more 2003 Leatherface stuff. I totally agree with you, Big C. Hello, Big C. Richie. How are you doing? Yeah, I agree with that. You never know. You never know what could happen. Maybe we could have that one day. I hope so. But Trick or Treat Studios has come out with a bunch of really cool figures too. Let's see. I would like to say this too. We did find some other companies that have collectibles and toys and plushies and home decor and all of that fun stuff. We found 2 separate companies that I think that we're going to start really ordering from. Reason being, again, I've talked about the big companies are just a big pain in the ass nowadays, and I'm over it. I'm sorry, but it's just, ugh. So we need to find other things. We need to find things that are not at Walmart, that are not at Target, that are not here, that are not there, that are not everywhere. And that's the stuff I need to be having in my store. And that's the stuff I want to have in my store. So we did find two companies yesterday. We've got their brochures and everything else. And I think we're going to start ordering from them. And they had some very cool stuff, y'all. I'm talking very cool. I posted the Reverend Kane Poltergeist 2 plushie. I about died when I seen that. And that's from one of these two companies. I was like, oh my God, can I buy this right now? And they're like, no. And see, we can't buy anything at the expo. You can't just buy stuff at this expo. It's just going and looking and making your orders and networking with companies to get stuff in your store or whatever you're doing. So I couldn't buy it. I wanted to buy it so bad. But they had like Ghoulies plushies. They had killer clowns. Now the killer clown plushies I have seen. I've seen those at Spirit. And I now know the company they get them from, and I now can order. Yay. I am so excited that I figured that out. Oh, I'm so happy about this. They have 10 totes. We can't call them lunch boxes. But they have all the 10 lunch boxes, Pumpkinhead, Ghoulies 2. They had a lot of Pumpkinhead stuff, so that was really cool because you don't find that a lot anywhere. And a lot of Ghoulies. They had some Teen Wolf. They had a lot of really cool stuff. The succulents that you see a lot, like the Jason head succulent and the Chucky head succulents that you see, we've carried them once before. It's this company that has those. And I'm like, yes, I can order from y'all. So very happy about that. Also found another company that had tons of Ghostface stuff, tons of Art the Clown. Everything's licensed too. Tons of Michael Myers, Chucky, and a little bit of Universal. They had 2 Universal monsters. And it was a lot of like home decor and other types of collectible stuff too. Like they had Art the Clown little squishies. Oh my God, the squishies. I'm like, can I buy a squishy? No. I wanted to buy the squishy. But they had Ghostface squishies, snow globes of all the characters, aprons. They had the Art the Clown cereal bowls. Yeah, I will be ordering those. Just a ton of really cool stuff. I didn't post a lot of that stuff from those companies, but we're going to start ordering a lot from those two companies. Some of their stuff, I have seen some of the stuff at different places, but not too heavy of stuff. A good thing with me being a collector and I pay attention to other stores and other things, that whatever like the other stores are carrying of these particular items from these particular companies, I'm going to order the opposite stuff. So I will have all the opposite things. And I want to focus a lot on home decor too, besides collectibles. Let me think. What else was there? We found a new shirt company. Yay. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of licensed horror shirts. Thank God, because we need that. And music shirts. So we'll do music. And then cardboard cutouts. The big cardboard cutout standees that you can get on Amazon. We now can get them wholesale. I'm so happy. Because I have some, and I have put them in Nightmare Toys, and we have some. But then everybody's always like, oh, well, is that for sale? Or do you have those for sale? And it's like, no, we're just using them as decor. Now I can buy them wholesale, and now I can sell them to y'all. I'm so happy. So I discovered a lot of really cool stuff yesterday. A lot of new vendors, a lot of new stores to order some really cool stuff for y'all to purchase. So I'm very, very happy about that. Hello, that horror couple. How are you? The Phantasm films are great. Yeah, my favorite has always been part 2. I was a part 2 girl. I always liked part 2. So anyway, so that was the Halloween Expo. Again, we found a lot of really cool stuff and new things to carry in the store now. So I'm very, very excited. Networked with a few other people as well, too. Again, like Mezco. Oh, God, they take forever, y'all. It's like pulling teeth, especially if it's a new product. It takes years We're still waiting on a couple things that we just took off of pre-order, but we're still waiting on them. And it's been 3 years. You know, stuff like that. And then, like I already told you, we can't do Funko anymore unless I do a third party, which I'm doing now. And then NECA, giving me such a headache. So everybody's getting these new, you know, the Halloween Ends figures, the new Toonie Terrors, and all of that. And of course, everybody's getting it at Target. And I have yet to get my stuff. And they just, I'm going to go ahead and say this because I don't care. Anyway, they took some money from us, from our bank account, and we're going to get some stuff, and it's not any of that. It's none of that. It's like a gizmo, I don't know, it's Gremlin stuff. And that's not what, it's the big flasher. Okay, so it's the big flasher puppet and the big Greta puppet, right? Well, I know, but I ordered that so long ago, and I wish they would have been sending me the brand new stuff that's out right now, the Halloween Ends figures and the Toonie Terrors, and they have yet to do that. So, those are the reasons why I've got to find other places to get product in my store. Collectibles, home goods, decorations, whatever. Because it's just too much of a pain with these other people. So, we do not know. We found out that there's actually 3 people that work for Mezco. Riddle me that one. A huge company that's been around for how long that make all this stuff, and there's like literally only 3 people there. I get it now why everything's so slow, because they don't answer their phone. You cannot call them. They don't answer their phone. They don't answer emails. They don't do any of that. You can't contact them. So it's just a headache dealing with these big companies. And it's so hard being a collector, because I know these are some of the toys. I shouldn't say toys, excuse me. These are some of the collectibles, figures that people want. Everybody wants these things, and it's just so freaking hard to get them sometimes, and they take forever, and then they ship to Target and let Target and Walmart have them for 3-4 months before we get them. And it's so mind-boggling. It drives me insane. So there's that. What else did I want to talk about? Let's see. I read y'all the letter. Halloween Expo, Creep IE Con's coming up. I think that's it, y'all. Oh, no. I wanted to talk about the movie. So, Sunday night, me and Philip went to Tom Devlin's, and we had the premiere of the movie that I am in, called Slaughterhouse on the Hill. This is the movie we just shot back in September, this past September. We literally shot the movie in 3 days. And we got to see the screening to it, all of us that were in the movie, and it was so much fun. Tom said that there should be Blu-rays soon, and it will be on Tubi in 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to have a movie on Tubi. Yay! Maybe it's a Tubi original. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's it is what it is. It's great. The kills are fun. I think you'll have fun with this. I'm interesting. I hate watching myself. I don't know. I guess I did pretty good. It was fun to make. Like, we had a ball. I'm telling y'all. And the football game. We actually went to a high school football game. There is a football game in this. It's evolved around a group of us. It's a high school reunion type thing. It's like 20 years later. It's a group of friends. We were all friends and football players, and going to the high school reunion and going to the football game 20 years later, and we go and reminisce and have good times again, and then someone's trying to kill all of us. But why? Why is people trying to kill us? Yeah. So it's great. Can't wait for y'all to watch that. So I know it's called Nightmare Toys. I know I couldn't call it well, I guess I could have called it Nightmare Collectibles. But I feel like there was something else like that came right after us that was Nightmare Collectibles. I feel like I've heard that again, like after we came out. I don't know. Anyway, I like Nightmare Toys. I thought that was more fun. I was trying to make it appeal to everybody, you know, like all ages and stuff is what I was trying to do. But anyway, so yeah, so my movie Slaughterhouse on the Hill will be out. Yay. Sometime soon. That is actually the second movie I did with Tom Devlin. There was another one, but I don't know what's happening with it because that one we actually shot 2 years ago. Let's see, not this past September, but the September before that is when we shot that one, and it's called Nameless, and that one's going to be real gory. I don't know when that's coming out. Tom isn't producing that one; it's somebody else. But Tom is producing the Slaughterhouse on the Hill under his Plan 10 production company. So I don't know what's going on with Nameless. And like I said, I do have a script for a movie that Ginger is in, Ginger Lynn. There's another movie that was already shot called Desert Fiends. The store and myself are in that movie. And that same Sean C. Phillips, Cool Duder on Instagram. He's the one that did Desert Fiends. He is also about to do Skate to Hell, and I will be in that as well. So Nightmare Toys. So I don't know, maybe we all might be in that. I don't know what he has planned, but he did contact us and want all of us in Nightmare Toys and everything to be in that movie as well too. So you might see me in Skate to Hell. And I may have some other offers. We'll see what happens, right? Okay, guys. Thanks. Syllables, Nightmare Toys. Thank you. Fewer syllables. That's a good point. Thank you very much, Jason. I really appreciate it. I just hope y'all are entertained. I am no actress. I am not claiming to be an actress whatsoever before anybody wants to say anything. I'm just a huge horror fan, happy to be in a horror movie. So I hope y'all will like it. I think you will. It's fun. It's a fun one. But that's really all I have to talk about, I think, guys. So next week, I'm not sure what I will review next week, but I'll come up with some movies to review, and we shall do this again next week. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your support and listening to me talk about movies and everything else and cry a little and all that. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a spooky week. So bye.